Is never the end, is never the end, is loading, never is loading. Yep.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Whoa. First game I played in forever where the sensitivity is actually needing turned down. Okay. It's my next move.
His co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Let's print our butt cheeks.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Achievement?
5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I think I've done more than 20 times.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Click, 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 click.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417? 417.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. Aye, aye, Captain. 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
All right.
Now, back to door number 437.
I got it, boss. I got it.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine. All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
This is ridiculous.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419. 419. We're going the wrong way. 419.
Yes!
Yeah!
You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up.
What's
Don't
next?
Give me a few clicks on door 416.
416.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
We got it. I don't see a copy machine. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Finish it off, Stanley.
Yeah.
5 clicks on door 430. Yes!
Woo!
We did it. Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks.
How silly of me. How silly.
What were you thinking?
I really don't know. Did I get an achievement? Did I get one? Oh, I did get one. Click on door 430 times. Jesus. Do we really click that much? How impressive. I hate Mondays. Me too. Me too. Somebody spilled their mug. What does it say? Fuel? Let me in. Let me in.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
On my left? Right? Left? Right? Left? Whoop!
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It's exactly my line of thinking. Door! Jesus Christ, somebody left in a hurry. What's going on in there? Let me in. It's my mission to turn off every computer screen I see. There's an open door back here. I want in. I want in. Come on. Okay.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
I want to see
Stanley
outside.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Give me a drink. You said drinking it all in. Like, give me a drink.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Those are lighters.
So utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
You can't fire me. I'm the only worker you got. Ooh. Well.
Look, Stanley,
Whoa.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Danger everywhere. Yeah, danger everywhere. What's in the wooden boardroom? It's got a boarded window. I want to see. To basement 1? This feels like a horror game.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
What if I don't want to do either? Red or blue? I don't even want to participate. Let me through. Oh my god. Okay.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door. What's over here?
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
Yeah.
Stanley, take it for a spin.
You know what? Let's do it.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I'd give it a 4.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere.
That's pretty good.
Clearly, there's something here that speaks to you.
A little bit.
To be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh. Oh. Good old Neil, Skid, Nicho Nacho, Vola, Hogarth. Is this a real thing? Skip the interesting ones. Damn. Am I that bad? All right, third option.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
Yeah.
Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on.
Really?
Now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
All right.
Wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh.
In this game,
What the
baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh no! Oh. I can't listen to that anymore. Burn!
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for
No,
you.
it was
I'm not
it
even
was
gonna
an
try.
improvement.
I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
No.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Aha! Fascinating.
Wait.
What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of
Creep
twisted erotic purpose. Yes.
Who
that
fire
must be
watches the
What a
Firewatch?
fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Yeah. Oh, this is pretty though. Can I get a sprint button? I would much enjoy a sprint button. What is that? Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. This is insane.
No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh,
No.
thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably
No.
something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
It'd been cool if I could have somehow made it.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box
Rocket
for you
League?
to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
Where's my soccer
There are
ball?
lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh! I can actually hit it. Vroom. Come on.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
This is fun.
Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. Hold on. What are you
Wait.
doing?
Whoa, where am I going? Oh,
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Where am I?
Write a story without me. You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Oh, this is kind of scary though. Can I get a flashlight? Oh. Hello? Oh. Is this a horror game? Oh god. Or something starts chasing me. What is this? This is kind of creepy. Where are we? There's light this way. "427. This is my office." Oh. What the hell happened?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Am I still here? Oh. Okay. I was really confused. I was like, what the hell? We're back. Da, da, da.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're turning computers off. Better not have your computers on. I'm turning them off. Input received. Okay. We already know we can't open any of them doors.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'll be kinda good this time. I want to turn it off. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I want a pipe wrench. Give me the pipe wrench.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I don't know, there's things to look at. We got some
It was baffling that
Some
Stanley was
wrenches,
still just sitting
channel
in the broom
locks.
closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be
Air
justified
gun?
in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
We got either pliers or snips up there. Some wire snips. Something like that.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Woo!
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Do, do, do. Do, do. I want them pliers. Or tape. Give me something.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Listen to the sweet humming of the light.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Door.
When you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, Did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite. I hope your friends find this concerning.
Can I get the broom closet ending? Give me the broom closet
Stanley was
ending.
fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Damn.
He got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money.
We all know that
also,
guy.
Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
God damn. We all know a guy like that at work,
Well,
though,
I've
right?
come to a very definite conclusion about
Only in there
what's going on
'cause
right now. You're
family
dead.
connections.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Can't do that.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I wasn't even listening. I don't know how to do all that. They're dragging my dead body out. And I've been replaced, and what? Except, because the new guy wants to do it too. What's in the closet? What's in the closet? Da, 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 da. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. Fine.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. You too?
Yeah!
Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
It's the monkey you asked for. Okay. Can we? Huh?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
No!
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope, you made me mad. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Why does this look awful? What's the paper say? Okay. Zoom in on that. Owl motorcycle drawings and stuff.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His
Exactly.
boss would think he was crazy. And
He
then something
would.
occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
And I should
All of
just
my
drive
coworkers
home.
blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head?
Oh, I should have landed on the car.
Everything that I'm doing and thinking. Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Make me fly again.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
And so he got a drink.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Ooh.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
And I'm here.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
We were in the back rooms.
Of a woman named Mariella.
Whoa.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Wow. How interesting. We're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Another input. Whoa. Interesting. What am I doing with these inputs? Each time I replay, I get an input.
Stanley
And
came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
can you just open all the doors for me? Please. 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 I want in. Oh my god. I've already clicked so much I can't.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Nah. Going down. Let's find out where this takes me.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
I don't want to go left.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
I'm gonna get kidnapped. Oh, that's a mark on the van. I thought somebody was in there. So it's kind of creepy.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to...
Fired?
Who am I kidding?
Fired?
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No!
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Oh no!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Why can't I get in these other doors, man?
When Stanley...
Whoa.
What? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah.
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
What's this way? Oh, there's so many ways. What's this way? This looks familiar. I don't want to... Whoa.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No. What if there's secrets? Secrets in the
All
maze.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Uh-huh. Username access. Hmm. No doors at all.
Yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong.
Ooh, that
It's
hurts.
possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Why'd you close the door? Why don't you just open all the doors?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this
I
the story?
like it.
I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing,
Will you start
how
again?
about this? You win!
Whoa!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh boy.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Why'd I have a TM on it? Solitaire? Da, 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 da. I kind of do want to, just because I haven't been back here before. So, screw it, let's do it. I don't think I've been back here.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
It's all a
Simply by
story.
the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I don't know if this is copyrighted. I kind of want to show a article. It's a bit weird to me that there isn't one. Audio, video. Okay, it is recording. It said borderless. I was like, oh god. Oh, there's an auto walk button. Music. I don't want it to be copyrighted, man. What? Filing room? There's so much
Wait,
going on.
cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Studied. That one sounded like it opened.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Any computers on? Okay. This way. The fern's the same. Well. I don't know, man. I don't know. Guess we'll just go the original route. Whoa.
Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
I followed the line everywhere. Guess we'll follow it back this way then.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Huh. I wonder what the backstory is, if there is one.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
What door did you just open? Oh. Great! I love it.
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Boom. A story where we go backwards and crouch. Here we go. Oh. I can't sprint, so I don't know. Here we are. New story. Here we come.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Goodbye, line.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Yes.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
It's the left one. It's the left one. Come on. It's the left one. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Wait, what? Both lead the same place.
What's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
After a long time, Stanley
Really how
dies.
all this goes?
I don't want to die. You see this?
Determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Look! The game restarts on its own. It's gonna restart on its own.
Okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
No! El poot.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Listen, man. You forgot. You forgot. The room's deteriorated.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Screw it. Let's go for it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to... Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Alright, where do you go? Psych! Broom closet! Do-do-do-do. The broom closet! Doom-do-do-doom-doom. The broom closet. Da-da-da-da-da-da. The broom closet. Beautiful, isn't it? And you're really not gonna say anything?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, we'll do it this time. Executive bathroom. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Give me some privacy, man. Taking the big dookie. Quit watching me. Got the input. What the hell? Business strategy. killing pandas. What the hell? Going up. Dun, dun, dun. Na, 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 na. Dun, 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 dun. We're here. All right. Well, guess there's nothing in there for us. Draw the blinds.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
This is crazy. Fine, we're going down. Don't even give me a choice.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Stanley went back up the elevator.
Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
All right. We're back. Oh no.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Are you? Are you?
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I'm just a genius in the making. It's insane. There's a method in the madness, I must tell you. Whoa. He's going back up again.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
I love sarcasm. Especially when it's played like that. It's so funny. I guess we gotta go find out. Whoa. Oh, it's the boss's office again.
It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Oh. Okay. You done yet?
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Dang. He's getting frustrated. Mm-hmm. Are you sure you can embrace the method in the madness?
All right. I have, of course. Going back down in the elevator.
Yeah.
Anticipated.
Woo!
Sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath
I'm gonna
of
break
fresh
the
air
elevator.
in a landscape
It's
of
going slow as
storytelling
hell.
that has grown stale and repetitive.
Stale? Stale? Oh boy, let's go up it one more time. Woo! Elevator! Oh shit,
You know
we're
what?
going fast.
I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
Oh, he's gonna
There
do
we
that
go.
to me.
Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years.
It
And it's
is.
really all because of you.
Thank
You're
you.
the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you, which is why... Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here. Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
Wow, this is all for me? Red carpet and all? Ooh, ooh.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
It says right there. Maybe not. To stage, welcome Stanley.
I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means
Almonds,
to
chair,
craft
gum
a
table,
truly
nut bar.
unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart.
Or
I'm
27.
really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get 'em.
Break a leg champ, your boss Stanley. Me dad, age 6. I love the way you ride elevators. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You're too cool. Good luck on stage. Rock on. Break a leg. No one tells the stories the way you do. Go get 'em, Tiger. Stanley. My true love for you grows every day, and you make me feel alive. Your wife from the apartment ending. Ooh, we don't. We're just. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Woo! Yeah! What's up? What's up? Yeah! Down then up, then down then up, then down then up. What's up, people? Yeah! Oh. This is different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
The broom closet. How could you?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
4925? Bathroom, because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Wow. Somebody should tell their boss that. Door closed on. What if we go up and down the elevator? But not that one. That one don't do anything, apparently.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication.
Forgot what it
of
is. Is
any
it 4925?
What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Alright.
Incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Let's go. Woo! It's lit. We'll do it one time just to see if it's different.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Now I wish I didn't do that. Well, as much as I appreciate the glazing,
Surely this time Stanley will walk
I just seen my
forward into the
hands.
spooky corridor, won't he? Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
escape. Escape!
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Let's do it.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah. Woo!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
No, 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 no.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Order. The two doors. Wow. The office. Button sounds. Wow. Office computers. Filing cabinets. Right on. Boss's office. Ooh. Office clock. What's this way? The lounge. Underground.
Stanley walked through the green door. Stanley walked over the bridge.
Well. We escaped through death. Freedom ending. Countdown desk. Freedom ending. Monitor room elevator. I'm getting spoiled. Zending. Escape menu. Sending levels. Trailers. Okay. We're seeing it all now. The apartment timer. Huh. The office. There's so much stuff here. I don't even exactly know what I'm looking at. I mean, I do. It's the game layout, like credits and whatnot. But, like, what am I supposed to do with this? Narrator emails, earning questions. Da-da-da, 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 da-da. Yep. Okay. Warzone. Design ending where Stanley ended up on a battlefield fighting aliens. Wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting the build that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpret it as making fun of people like shooters, which is not our intention. Wow. It's satire comedy, dude. Chill out. People really get upset. Even if it was making fun of shooters, why is that something to take so personally? I guess some people are more, take things on a more personal level anyway.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
You turned it off.
Can you see how much they need one another?
What, the narrator and Stanley?
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Not really. Because you just told me to do that. So technically that wouldn't be my choice. Wow. Already died twice.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Don't tell me what to decide. Don't like that. New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I don't know, but I want to see. Alright. Where's this new content?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Wow.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
What happens if I hop back on? Nothing? Okay.
Okay,
Woo!
so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet.
Hey!
I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Being a Debbie Downer, narrator, chill.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Yeah! Woo!
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Gimme the content, Stanley.
Yeah!
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle?
I can jump! I'm getting it. Can't jump anymore? It wouldn't let me jump out of the circle.
it?
So,
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
I can't even jump no more.
Content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
oh, restart it for me then. Oh.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
Yeah, I like that. You piqued my interest. Let's do it. Da-na-na-na. Ooh. In the vents.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call
Wow.
it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Mm-hmm. Special. The first dollar. Trip down memory lane. It's not because it happened. Yep. Don't play for 5 years is insane. No way that's an achievement. Can't sit on the bench? Enjoy the sounds and the scenery? Ooh,
And
that's
over
nice.
here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
No maintenance. Well.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories. These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
This one opened. Serious room? How do I get in there? Did I need a jump to do that? I can't anymore? Come on, there's gotta be a way. It wouldn't let me jump outside of the circle. There's like actually no way. This door just opened. I feel like there should be a way in. There's positively no way that there's not a way in. Come on. Come on. Okay, tell me what to do then.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
that one's
I
good.
could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I'm enjoying it. It's quite fun. Getting to make all these choices, and listen to the narrator complain whenever I'm doing it wrong, recommended.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it, well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure, like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Maybe I don't want it. Alright, go ahead and close the door on me then.
Here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No.
Okay, you're already going.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you.
Alright.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after...
You're rambling?
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking.
Then don't ramble.
But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I
New
think
chance.
the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
Yeah.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here. We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door.
Are you gonna do it?
In a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise. You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button.
Are you gonna
Just
do it?
Wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it? Yes, good. I'll be right back.
I wonder if you actually will or not. Yeah, I'm not sure I can take much more of that rambling, so if you don't find a door, it's gonna be Skip City in the motherfucker. Cause this is getting bad. Come on, dude. Let me check. Is there achievement for... Damn. Super go outside. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. Jesus Christ. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday commitment. Some of the achievements are actually insane. I didn't go thoroughly look through them, but I'm not sure that we're gonna get a door. I'm assuming we're probably not gonna get a door. Okay. Yeah. Screw it.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
He said he's looking for a door.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls.
Oh, then there's no point.
Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But
Yeah.
It isn't, Stanley. It isn't
I mean,
the same at all.
you've had
It
someone
isn't even
listening.
close,
Yeah.
Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was...
Alright. What's it been now? A year?
Hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it.
See how long, what, 5 years, 10 years does for you? There? All gone? Alright.
But they didn't
Doo-doo-doo.
understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of coherence.
Alright. Your fit our age is getting old. Doo-doo-doo. Going forward in time.
Is never the end, 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 is never the
Water.
end, is never the end, is never the end, is never
Never
the
the end is never 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 the end.
is never the end, 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 is never the
It's a fair bit of water. About to drown? Boop. Creepy. Very creepy. Can't see. What happens now? Whoa, there's sunlight pouring in. All right. Skip again. Whoa, it's beautiful. Oh, it's creepy again. The hell? Oh, it's still creepy. What the fuck? Is there an alien invasion going on? I'm good. Whoa. Alright. Can't skip forward anymore. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Is there anything out here? Follow the sun. Da, 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 da. Be cool if there's like a secret house out here or something and it told a story. But I guess Stanley's in the desert. And he passed out and died and he's back here. Whoa. Whoa. Welcome Stanley to heaven. Oh, buttons. What am I supposed to be doing here? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Begin the game again. Awaiting input. Well, doesn't look like the heaven has anything
All of his co-workers were gone.
interesting
What
to
could it mean?
offer.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright guys, but I think we're gonna end the video here because this has gone on for a while now. So I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe to stay tuned for more content. Like the video if you liked it. Leave a comment down below if you think I should continue this or if there's a different game you'd like for me to play. And I will catch you all in the next one.